Hey you guys, welcome. I'm Lala's Grand. If it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and for showing me love. I'm hoping that I get to post this video before the end of 2022. If not, Happy New Year. I have been so excited to shoot today's video. I love Rare Beauty, and Rare Beauty has a special place in my heart, you guys. Rare Beauty, I love what the brand stands for. I love her cause. I love not all of her products, but I do think that she's had some pretty good releases. Now, this is her new Positive Light Under Eye Brightener Concealer. So I did pick these up in 2 shades, but you guys already know me. I can never just pick up one thing, but it's all right. 2023, we're gonna do better. We're gonna do better. So you guys don't judge me when I show you guys what I picked up, okay? So I know I already have her 4-in-1 Optimist Spray, but look at it, it's almost finished and I wanted to get a refill. This product is really good. I honestly think it's probably like my favorite spray because I love the fact that it's not just a setting spray. I love the other things that it does. So I had to pick up a refill. As I was picking up her new concealer, I also wanted to try her bronzer stick. I wanted the second to last darkest shade, but they didn't have that. So I ended up getting the darkest shade. So we'll see how this works. It looks like it's pretty red, but we'll see. We're gonna test it out and see how it looks. And then I also picked up her powder in the shade medium. So I'm really excited to try her powder too. You guys have to promise that you're not gonna judge me when I show you these next few items that I got. So I picked up her pore diffusing primer some time ago, and I honestly forgot that I had purchased this because I wanted to shoot a video on it. This was back when I was taking a little break and I wanted to come back. I was like, oh, let me pick this up. I'm gonna shoot a video on this, as well as her lipsticks, which we'll get to later. But I forgot that I had picked this up, and I picked up the mini one. It's the same exact primer. It's her pore diffusing primer, and I actually haven't tested it out, so I cannot believe I picked up this little size, but this size is really cute. But I'm gonna go ahead and test this out today for the first time. All right, and this is where you guys cannot judge me. I'm gonna do better in 2023, I promise. So don't laugh at how this bag is like all ripped up and stuff. When her lipsticks came out, I had purchased all of them. I know, I purchased all of them. Hear me out, hear me out. My intent was to do a video swatching all of her lipsticks, and I never got the chance. So I did purchase 2 of her lip liners as well as her lipsticks. I'm not even gonna pull them out of the bag. I'm just gonna show you guys inside the bag. It's all the shades. Let me know if you guys still wanna see a video on this. This has been out for some time now, so I'm not sure if anybody wants to see a video on it, but if you do, let me know. Then I won't feel as bad for purchasing all of these shades. So one of my friends had pointed out that my Rare Beauty video had so many views, and for me, being a very small YouTuber, a very small channel, I still cannot believe that my Rare Beauty video that I shot 2 years ago has like the most views out of all of my videos. And I literally just shot that video because I really wanted to see how Rare Beauty looks on dark skin. And I was really impressed with the quality of her products. And I really love the cause that her brand stands behind. I love brands that have a purpose, and I love the fact that her brand is just so uplifting and positive, and they are donating to mental health research and support. Like, I think that that is so amazing. I feel like that's such an important thing, especially nowadays. Like, I feel like it's something that, you know, we need to talk more about, and we need to acknowledge more, and, you know, just support mental health causes. And I love the fact that the theme of her whole line, her branding, everything is so positive and uplifting. You guys already know I'm a person who loves positivity, so this to me really just speaks to me. So I'm excited to do another Rare Beauty video today. If you're wondering which shades will work best for you, and if you're near my complexion, we're gonna try it out today. It's described as a super lightweight liquid that visibly brightens, hydrates, and awakens under eyes with sheer flexible coverage for a fresh look and a flash. So something about this is that she says that you can actually just apply this and blend it out just on your skin if you just want to have a brighter under eye. But just know that this is supposed to be a light coverage concealer. So if you're looking for full coverage, this is not it at all. Now, I will say that the previous concealer that she released in the past, which I do have, this is when she first released the foundation. For me personally, I actually thought that this was more light to medium. It's described as a medium coverage. I feel like this is more so light, maybe medium if you really build it up. So I was really surprised that she did release this. I would love to see Selena release a full coverage concealer and another foundation. Now, speaking about foundation, I did pick up her skin tint. I know this came out and I had picked this up. This is in the shade 48W. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out today for the first time, but I was debating on whether I wanted to use her original foundation, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the skin tint. It's my first time trying it out, and I feel like the fact that these concealers are lightweight, I think it'll be perfect to try it out with. Now, you can, again, just blend it out under your eye if you'd like that look. Personally, I don't ever really just blend out concealer under my eye without wearing anything else. Either I do like a super easy natural look or I'll do makeup, but I don't ever just like take concealer and blend it under my eye. But it does come in 6 different shades, and the 2 shades that I have are medium tan and medium deep. All right, y'all, so let's hop right into this look. All right, so I am ready. By the way, I got this from like TJ Maxx or Marshalls. This is so comfortable to wear when you're doing your makeup, or when you just want, sometimes I'm not even doing my makeup and I'll put this on just so I can get my hair out of my face. All right, so my face was already moisturized, but I am gonna use her spray, almost like how I use like the Watermelon Glow Mist spray, because it's actually a 4-in-1 spray. It's supposed to hydrate, prime, set, and refresh your skin. And for her primer, this is the Pore Diffusing Primer. So it's described as a hydrating, cushiony gel primer that blurs the look of pores and fine lines, boosts and extends makeup wear, and helps fight shine all day. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. When I did like kind of just put this on my hand, it felt so good. I was actually really impressed by how it felt. And I could already tell it is gonna blur like my pores. But let's go ahead and put this on and see. So yeah, it does have that gel-like consistency, and because it's the first time I'm using this, it's taking a while to come out. So look at this. It looks really nice and creamy. And we're just gonna apply this on the skin. Ooh, this feels really good. It's cooling as well too. I would agree with the cushiony texture, definitely. This primer is for normal, oily, dry, or combination skin. I have combination skin, so I am really happy that this primer will work for my skin type. The primer has like settled in, and it almost feels like, you know, it kind of has the texture of the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, which I did think that that primer did a good job of just smoothing out my pores. This is how this feels like. So I'm debating on whether I want to use the original foundation. I said I was going to use a skin tint, but oh, you know what? I'm going to stick with the skin tint because I'm considering the finish of the concealer. Plus, I haven't tried this one out yet either, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. And this is in the shade 48W. Now, I usually use skin tints in the summer, but who says you can't use them in the winter? All right, so it says that her skin tint has 24 shades, which is honestly pretty good, and it retails for $29. So it has SPF of 20. Now, I do think that that's pretty low for SPF, but personally for me, I will just use my own sunscreen protectant. It says it's supposed to be light coverage and have a radiant finish. It's a flexible tinted moisturizer that immediately blurs skin with glowy light to medium coverage, all while hydrating and protecting skin from the sun. I really do hope that this shade works for me because I honestly didn't really swatch. All I did was kind of just look at the shades and pick one up and kept it moving. Moment of truth. Let's see what the shade looks like. Okay, so this shade will match me for the winter. In the summertime where I get darker, I don't think I could pull off this shade because I get really dark in the summer. All right, let's blend this out and see what it looks like. I'm so happy this shade works. Okay, all right, so this is looking really nice so far. The shade does work, and as far as coverage, I would say that this is probably light coverage for me so far. I wouldn't necessarily say medium just yet. I'm sure I could probably build it up some more, but I really love the light sheer coverage that I have already, so I think I'm just gonna keep it as it is. But as far as skin tints go, I will say that this is probably has like a lighter pigment. If you've tried the Glowish by Huda Beauty, that skin tint I will say is probably more pigmented than this. But I do love the finish on this. I think that the coverage is still fine for this. I like it so far. All right, so let's get into this concealer. So I do want to apply one shade on one side and then the other shade on the other side, basically just to see the different shades, how they look on me, but also to see if with the lighter concealer, because it's lighter and light coverage, will I get that same effect that I normally would with my other concealers that are more of a medium coverage. So we're gonna see, we're just gonna test it out and play around with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the medium deep. So the concealer is pretty interesting. Now it's not a brush, but it's metal. So it's not like a doe foot applicator, but it's well, it's almost shaped like one, but it's not. It has like these notches on them. I guess that is probably so that it can capture some of the concealer as you're twisting it and taking up out of the tube. But it's interesting because it's metal, you know? Maybe that's supposed to have some type of cooling effect. But let's go ahead and apply and see. All right, so this is the shade medium. I'm taking this on the left side of my face. Basically, with me taking it out of the tube that one time, when I applied it, this is how much I got. Well, since that's all that I got out, I'm gonna go ahead and just dip it back in, and I'm twisting it up to kind of see how much product I get out. So let me show you guys up close. It's like I'm not getting that much product out. Maybe I'm not meant to get that much product out. Yeah, I'm not getting much out at all. Unless I keep putting it in and then taking it out and applying it on my face. I will say that this tip has a really nice cooling effect. It really feels really nice under the eyes. So see, this is basically what I get out from one go. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be like, but I know it's already really light coverage. All right, so let's blend this out and let's see. So I'm first gonna blend out this side that has the medium deep shade. Okay, so it is giving me light coverage, it's giving me sheer. And remember that this is meant to be light and sheer. So is it brightening where I placed it? I would say yes, but this shade really is blending more so into the skin tint. Okay, so let's blend out this other eye and see, since this is a lighter shade, if it gives us more of a brightening effect. Okay, so the lighter side, the medium tan side is definitely lighter, it's brighter, but you know what guys, I actually prefer the medium deep side more. And the reason being is because this concealer is meant to be lightweight, medium, well, not even medium, lightweight sheer coverage. And because of that, I can see areas where my skin is poking through. So even though this is a lighter shade, because it's not as pigmented, it's not meant to be medium or full coverage, which is, you know, fine because it's not meant to do that. I actually prefer the other side better because the other side does brighten just a smidget, but it kind of just does what it's supposed to do and it gives it that nice natural look. Now, I will say that another neat thing about these concealers is that you can actually layer this on top of your other concealer. So what I would like to try to do one day is use her original concealer and then layer this, the eye brighteners, on top of this. So maybe I'll do that another day in another video. But for now, I really do like the medium side better. Okay, so this is a part where I would normally go ahead and highlight like the middle of my nose bridge area, but I don't think I want to do any of that today. And I would normally contour as well. I'm debating on if I want to do that or not. I don't think I'm going to because I already have like 2 different shades of highlight on my face. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably contour just a little bit, but I want to apply this bronzer so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, so I only applied the smallest bit of contour only because it's my first time using this bronzer stick and I really want to see how this applies. Okay, so this is called the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Sticks. It comes in 5 different shades. So the shade that I really wanted is called Full of Life. It's a deep bronze with golden undertones. They were out of that. So I did pick up the deepest shade that they have and it's called True Warmth, Deep Amber with red undertones, and it does look like it's really red. It almost matches like my shirt. Oh my goodness, I hope this isn't too red. Okay, so it says that this also has a light coverage and a natural finish and it's supposed to be long wearing. So it's supposed to be just swipe it on, blend and go. It says seamless look in a flash. So let's go ahead and apply this. Again, I only applied just the tiniest bit of contour because I really wanted to see what this bronzer stick looks like. Oh my goodness, is that too much? Y'all, I feel like that is a lot. And you know what? Just from looking at it so far, it almost looks to me that it's gonna appear as like a blush more than a bronzer. So let me go ahead and blend this out and see. I am so nervous that I probably used too much. Oh, is it blending out? Yeah, it's blending out, but it's looking more like a blush. Okay, it is looking more like a bronzer now, but it also looks like a blush. I already know this shade is not for me. This shade is too like, well, I mean, this is good. So people who are deeper than me can definitely use this shade, but yeah, this shade doesn't work for me, you guys. It's super deep. It's looking like it's a blush. Okay, I've literally been blending this away. I feel like it takes a lot to blend this in as well. I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush and go over this because I feel like I applied way too much. Okay, there has to be an easier way to blend that on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this on the back of my hand. Look how red that is. Wow, I mean, this is great that they go this deep so deeper skin tones can appreciate this. I should have gotten the other shade. I know that this is not the right shade for me, so it's hard for me to properly critique this, but I will say that on someone who is on a deeper complexion than me, this will show up on them. It will show up more, but it can almost be borderline as a blush even for them too, possibly, depending on how deep their skin tone is. All right, so I got this in the back of my hand. I'm gonna go in with a brush, and this time I'm going to then apply it. Yeah, so this method is definitely better because I can definitely control how much I end up applying. All right, now it's time for powder. Ooh, I love the name of this powder. It's called Always an Optimist Soft Radiance Setting Powder. So it retails for $22. It comes in 5 different shades. The shade that I have right here is medium. Right? Yep, is medium. And it's light coverage, natural finish. It says it's a silky, do-it-all, talc-free, blue setting powder to visibly smooth, blur, and control shine for a soft, natural finish and all-day comfort. Okay, I have to admit that I really love how this powder is created. I love the fact that you've got like the sliding chamber. That way you can kind of like expose the powder and then put it in the cap when you're ready. So I definitely appreciate the mechanism that's on this powder. Okay, so now that I got some of the powder out, I do want to go in and blend out these areas where I have had some creasing because I didn't set it. And I didn't want to set everything just yet because I wanted to apply that cream bronzer. And because it was my first time using it, I didn't want to apply it over a powder. All right, you guys, I'm really not feeling this medium tan side. Honestly, I want to go back in with medium deep and apply it over the medium tan side. I know I tried it out so that you guys could see, but it is a lightweight concealer. So I'm not going to expect it to do things that it wasn't created to do. So I'm going to use the medium deep side because I really like how this side looks. I do have some brightening. I think it looks good. I think that what's throwing me off a little bit is the bronzer, but it wasn't the right shade, so I definitely understand. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply some more of medium deep. Yes, that looks so much better. I definitely prefer the medium deep over the medium tan. So what I wanna do next is I wanna go in with this powder, and I'm gonna just dip my sponge in the container or in the cover where I poured some of the powder. And because I wanna get a really nice even application, I'm gonna go ahead and tap it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna go in and set. Wow, I'm really loving how this powder is looking. Honestly, I was really like, oh, I'm not sure because this shade is medium. It looks really good in person, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face and I'll be back. Okay, eyes are done. Now, next is blush. If you guys saw my original video or my first video on Rare Beauty, I did talk about these blushes. These blushes are so beautiful. Like anytime I try a liquid blush, I always find myself coming back to this. This is hands down my favorite liquid blush. If you haven't tried it out, don't be intimidated by these. This blends out so beautifully and it's so buildable. It looks so fresh on the skin. It's amazing. I always get carried away when I apply these blushes specifically. I mean, I always get carried away when I apply any blush, but specifically these ones. So this is the shade Grateful. And honestly, the word grateful is the word that describes me leaving 2022 and going to 2023. That's my word, and this is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on the back of my hand. Ooh, look at this color. I get excited anytime I see these blushes. This shade is beautiful, and don't be intimidated by how this shade looks. I promise you, it sheers out so beautifully on the skin. So I'm just gonna tap my brush in it, and then I'm gonna go on my face. I like to put it on the back of my hand first. That way I can control how much I'm putting on my face. Oh, this is perfect for this like natural look. Like, look at the pigment. You know, it's just so, it's beautiful. Do you guys see this? Like, look at this side of the face compared to this side. Oh, by the way, when I was doing my eyeshadow, I did go back and apply like contour and powder and stuff like that, just because I had to fix it up a little bit more. But look at this. This looks so good. Okay, let's do the other side of the face, because if I stay on that one side, I might not stop and I'm gonna be looking like a clown. Oh, I cannot get over these blushes. Look how luminous this is. It's fresh, luminous. Okay, I'm done. Let me stop talking about the blushes. We're not here for the blushes today, okay? Okay, so last is lips. I did pick up 2 of her lip liners. One is in the shade Wise and the other one is in the shade Strong. I did already actually open up Wise and use it, and I cannot find where it's at. So we're gonna use Strong today. And let me show you guys what this looks like. Yes, you guys, this lip liner, it just twists up from the bottom here. And let me show you, ooh, I have the blush on that hand. Let me show you guys what this looks like. This shade is so pretty. It's like the perfect brown. If you're looking for a new lip liner, definitely pick this up from Rare Beauty. Come on, camera, focus. And this is in the shade Strong. I almost forgot about the lipsticks. All right, I don't know, don't laugh. I don't know what shade we're gonna use. There's so much to choose from, okay? I don't know, maybe I'll just pick maybe 1 or 2 shades that I think would look nice with this look. And then we will just choose from there. Ooh, maybe I might pick 3 shades. Oh my goodness, I almost picked 4 shades to swatch, but no, we're just gonna swatch 3 and we're gonna choose 1 from them. So this first shade that I have is called, oh, it's also called Strong. Oh, I love all of the names of the lipsticks. And first of all, look at the case that it comes in. All right, so we got 3 to choose from. We have Strong, Gifted, and then Talented. So let me swatch all 3 of these for you. Ooh, Strong is such a beautiful brown. This is such a really nice, rich brown. All right, let's swatch Gifted. Gifted looks like it's almost in between a brick red and a brown as well. Ooh, Gifted is pretty. Okay, let's swatch Talented. Talented looks like it's a peachy colored, almost kind of nude brown, peachy nude brown, but probably more on the peachy nude side. So we've got Strong, Gifted, and Talented. Which one should we choose? Ooh, all 3 of these are so beautiful and they would all look so nice on me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and choose Strong. I love this color for the season right now, and plus going into 2022 to 2023. I know I'm relating this whole New Year thing, but we're going in strong, you guys. So let's go ahead and go with Strong. I am gonna use the lip liner because apparently the lip liner has the same shade name. So let me go ahead and swatch the lip liner next to the lipstick. Let's see if it's the same shade. And yeah, it basically is. I would say the lip liner almost appears to be maybe just a tad bit darker, but honestly, actually no, it's the same. But we're gonna go ahead and use Strong for the lip liner. Ooh, this shade is gorgeous. Ooh, I'm loving this lip, you guys. All right, so let's talk about final thoughts. All right, so for these concealers, let me know what you guys think. Personally, I think that some people will benefit from this. Some people would want to use this. So if you're looking for a very light coverage sheer concealer, some people might like that look of just being able to only wear something under their eyes, dab it on, a little bit of powder and go. Personally, for me, I don't use concealer in that manner at all. It just doesn't work for me like that. I would personally gravitate towards towards these. I feel like these are light coverage, maybe medium, but I like the coverage that they give more than these. So I do think that this is a good product, but if you are someone who's looking for something, again, that's lightweight, sheer, that you can just blend out really easily, then this is for you. This skin tint was pretty nice. I will say I love the coverage that I got from it. It is also lightweight and sheer, which is almost a theme of her whole brand, by the way. It was lightweight, it was sheer, it applied really nice. I would have to see how this wears throughout the rest of the day. But you guys, this powder, I love the mechanism of this powder opening and closing. I think that that's so wonderful. So you can get the powder out and use it when you need to, but also keep it closed so it doesn't spill or leak or anything like that. This powder looks really nice under my eyes. I wasn't expecting to like this powder as much as I did, but based off of first impressions, I really do like this powder. I have to say I was honestly pleasantly surprised. Now onto this bronzer stick, you guys. I don't think I can fairly judge this because I don't have the right shade. I need the right shade for me to fairly be able to judge how it would look on me. But as far as applying it, I did have difficulty, or just a little bit, blending this out. I feel like it took longer. I feel like the best way is to apply it on the back of your hand and then go in with a brush and then apply it on your face. Last but not least, the primer. I probably should have spoken about this first, but the primer, I love this primer. I really do like the way it applies. I do need to see how it holds up for the rest of the day. I have a feeling that I may not remain as matte, but which is fine for me. Usually what I'll do is I'll take a matte primer and I'll apply that in my T-zone, and then I'll apply my pore diffusing primer in the other areas of my face. Ooh, and just look at my lips. I definitely recommend this lipstick, and it's so comfortable, and this lip liner is good as well. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, you guys, so that is it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think and if you guys pick up any of these concealers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in 2023. Bye.